Today, I want to talk about the um, double standard that exists between male sexuality and female sexuality. So, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. My first thoughts is that I don't like the fact that there are different standards based off of your gender. Um, for example, women are slut shamed um, more than men are, and I don't think that that's right. I think that both men and women should be shamed for sleeping around, and I don't think that we should be picking and choosing which gender gets condemned and which one doesn't. It should be both. Um, and then there's another one too where it's like gay men get treated worse than lesbians, and I also don't agree with that either. Um, you can't pick and choose and say that it's better or worse depending on whether you're a male or a female. It's like, no, we should say, both are wrong, um, and obviously say it in a loving way, but we shouldn't be treating it like there's some hierarchy, some lesser of two evils, so to speak. No. And also, I mainly do want to focus this though on the male female dynamics because I've been thinking about this. Men, we are very selective when it comes to women that we want to court and marry. If it's just women that we just find attractive or whatever, we will. Okay, well, I won't speak for myself, um, but from what I've seen from other men who do engage in those behaviors frequently, it seems like they'll kind of take whatever they can get. But when it comes to the one, their true love or whatever, their girl, um, they take it a lot more seriously. And they're a whole lot more selective, even to the point of hypocrisy. And they will demand that a woman, you know, hasn't been with X amount of guys or hasn't done this, been through that, dated this guy, that guy. But they want women to give them a pass for that, for what they do. And it's just hypocrisy, and it's ludicrous. And you can't expect somebody to do something that you yourself aren't willing to do and haven't done. So I am gonna call that out, but also too on the flip side now, I gotta call out the women because there's this, feminism, whatever trend, and women are sleeping around, um, not waiting till marriage, all the stuff that you could say. And they think that this is they think that this is making them like men, and they're proud of that. And I don't believe that that's something that they should be proud of. That is something that men do proudly, but they should be ashamed, and so should women. And I have to say this because it's true. When women sleep around, they become so much less attractive to any man who's looking to seriously settle down. I think this is probably one of the most controversial things in dating and marriage dynamics, but it's so true. Regardless of religion or not religion at all, not religious, um, men do not want to be with a woman who's let every man clap her cheeks. I'm going to say that one more time. No man wants to be with a woman who's let every man clap her cheeks. That's just not. We don't like that. We don't. It it messes with our ego, our psyche, to just, and not in a weird way, but just to visualize our woman that we're calling ours to have been just completely given over to another man in that way. It just doesn't sit right with us. And from what I'm hearing, women, that they're not, they're not fans of that either. They don't want guys that have, walked the block more than a couple times, um, irrespective of religion or not being religious at all. Once again, but there's definitely a higher expectation of sexual purity that men have for women than that women have for men. And I hate to use like item examples to do this, but I think it gives a perfect illustration. So for all the women out there that they want to find a man, they want to get married and have children one day, or maybe they don't know, but they think they might. Here's my advice to you. Do not sleep around. Wait till you get married to have sex, because I'm telling you this, men, whether they want to admit it or not, they kind of view you like a brand new car. When you see a brand new car and it's got, I'm not a car expert, but it's got brand new wheels, um, nice windows, it's got that fresh car smell, and the clean shaven car salesman comes out and says, yep, she's got 0 miles on her, she's got all these features and all that stuff. I mean, you're gonna be pretty excited, right? Or you're just at least gonna be intrigued to learn more about the car. Now, let's flip that on its head, and let's do a car that's been ran through the mud. It's got 200,000 miles on it. It's got a dent in it. It's got a scratched up side window, broken front window. It's been in a couple accidents. Are people going to be excited about that car unless it's a dummy or the greatest salesman you've ever seen? Of course not. So again, your market value in the dating and marriage world significantly decreases, especially as a woman, the more you sleep around. But that's not an excuse for men. Men shouldn't be doing it either. And honestly, men should be held just as accountable in real life and in the dating market and marriage market too. But I'm just telling you the reality of the situation. Honestly, a big thing for women is their looks and their purity. For men, it is our ability to provide, and I would say display competence, because competence is confidence. You can't really be confident if you're not competent. Can you be competent without being confident? They kind of go hand in hand together. So I'm going to say competent and able to provide resources. If you can do those two things, then you'll stand out. Because a lot of men, especially now, can't do that. So that's kind of what I think about this, y'all. Let me know if you disagree, but that's just kind of my thoughts on the difference in expectations that men and women have in society, in relationships with one another, and beyond. So I appreciate you guys listening, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.